what's up? So you clicked on this video because your Viessa sucks. Well, I'm gonna fix that through this 10-minute, 5-step program. We'll get you slaying hard interceptors in no time. Before we get into it, let's watch some bosses die. In this video, we're going to take a look at the mods I use and where my focus is at. I've built this to function as a boss killer, a solid farmer, and have legitimate survivability. This should cover everything. You can fine tune it from here. I personally have 3 different builds where I focus range, I focus damage, and then I have this one that I called my balance. Look at those numbers. Aren't those beautiful? Don't you love seeing millions for every single skill? Because I sure frickin' do. You can too. Just keep on watching. Mod time! Everybody uses increased HP. I want to get cold-blooded, and I've been farming for it, but not lucky enough yet. So I use that and focus on chill. I like the skill cooldown. There are other things that make you a little bit stronger, but I think we're doing fine on the damage front. You can always optimize further for a focus on fusion or tech, depending on which skills you use the most, but I like the fact that I have this really low cooldown of 3 seconds on my primary skill, so every 3 seconds I can throw out pretty much 1,000,000 damage. Even if I don't crit, what do we get here? Let's see, like 300,000, so not too bad, but I like the skill cooldown. I need a little bit of range, so I'm using amplification control, gives some shield, that's great, but mostly we're looking at the range. Then we have skill critical hit damage. You're gonna want to max this, everybody has to, trust me, it'll work for the damage. And then front lines. If you don't have that yet, it's worth farming. It's really quick to get. It gives crit chance and damage, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Nimble Fingers, again, I'm using the cooldown side of it for this. This is my balance build, max critical, and then incoming damage modifier. This really helps for survivability. 7.5% of all damage is just negated, so if you're fighting one of the Void Intercept battles, then you just need to add resistance and you're fine. Usually for those battles, I'll take the cooldown off and replace them with resistance, but only if I really feel I need it. These are the stats that we get from these mods put together. Once I do get cold-blooded, I'll probably take off this time distribution for it, and then I can throw in like spear and shield, which will give me a little bit more skill damage, or, you know, the skill speed and range modifier. If you can farm the Frostwalker, you can also get absolute 0, which is a fantastic choice. So this is the Reactor I use. I focus on fusion skill because I can pop my first and third skills frequently. I would like to get a gold one that pairs with the Thunder Cage, but I haven't farmed for that yet. For the sake of this video though, I'm going to clear the bosses using this exact build. I use 2 Polar Knight and then 2 Glacial Memory, which you can see I need to farm for. I'll get probably 3 times the defense if I get a gold one of these, and then I would like a sub modifier of defense, which I can add another 4,000. So that should give me another, 6,000 defense on this easily. So right now I just use my farming external components unless I'm fighting a boss. Then I'll throw these on to do more damage. In the end, it's really up to you, so do what you want. These 2 different sets, you get chill skill power 6 and then the modifier 8.6, which is actually more than the power. So it's great to have these when you are working with mods that give you so much chill skill power. So I use those 2. It really is helpful. I've tried a lot of things and we'll go over that in a second, but let's take a look at the Thunder Cage. So I've got this at 500 and almost 17,000. But I just use critical hit damage, rifling reinforcement for the firearm attack. Better insight, you want the critical hit rates as much as possible. This is worth it for the firearm attack because you'll hit usually about 70,000 a crit, which is great when you're outputting so much ammo so quick. So I have reload time modifier to compensate for concentration priority, because again, that critical hit damage is critical. So insight focus, and then fire rate up. The reason I use fire rate up is because I like pairing it with firing Viessa, which you can just put a level 1 version of this and you'll get a few more mod slots for one more mod like Recycling Genius. Further increase your reload time, but then you're just burning through ammo. But it does something like this. So one shot, you reload, and then you can just unload on them. That'll do a lot of damage when you're fighting a boss. So yeah, those are the basics of this build. If you like it, throw a like, a subscription. I greatly appreciate that. I'll add some clips of what it looks like to farm, as well as one of these hard intercepts. I'll include in the description some links to other bosses so you get a better idea of how this build functions. And it's not like a 12-second boss killer, but it's reliable. So thanks for watching, have a great day, and good luck.
Stay where you are. Shield is down. Watch carefully. This could get messy. Smooth as ice.
We found the enemy's command relay. That's how they responded so quickly. You can terminate the command signal with your receive once you're inside signal range. Good luck. Enemy forces have noticed their signals being jammed. You can't let them restore it.
Don't break the shield. This could get messy.
Powerful reinforcements are closing in. Be careful.
I'm loading.
The enemy is putting up a lot of resistance, which means they're preoccupied. That's good for Lepic.
My shield is down.
We've identified an elite enemy unit. We need to eliminate this target first.
I'm loading.
Let's clear them out.